growing up, my mom was an independent film producer, so I've always kind of grown up on set. I've grown up in L.A. I kind of know how things are supposed to be presented in like a professional way, and I have that knowledge that I want to give back to my people as well. And the way that I look at people is I really have a love for what I do. I have a love for connecting with people and putting those things together. I shoot people how they would probably see themselves. How you look in the mirror, how you look in the phone before you take a selfie. And, you take that, you're thinking you're going to take that perfect image of yourself. That's the image I always strive for. I want to shoot people how they see themselves.
That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. How you feel? That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Black excellence at its finest. How that skin glows, she's a true diamond. With the world at her back, she's still smiling. Never let that crown till she stays thriving. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Keep it real. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Is that really it though?
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Daz It Daz All. I'm your host, KC. You know what we're here for. It's an opinionated podcast through the lens of Black women and Black creators. And today, our guest, we have Sean Michael Ryan. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, just a little snippet about him. He does amazing photography work. I met him at an event. One of my good friends who has also been on the show, was hosting. And it was just the way you were capturing people. Like, even like looking in like the preview, that's what you call it, the preview. I said, okay, you got a little eye. I see you. You'll see some of his work. He's worked with a lot of people. Janelle Monáe, Ruby Rose, Danny Lee, Azalea, the list goes on. I won't keep talking about him because that's what he's here to do. Welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, thanks for having me again. I'm good. Excited to check out your podcast and chat with you, chop it up a little bit.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you get into photography?
Well, so first, I'm from LA. I'm an LA native. There's not many of us left out here, but my family's from Cleveland, Ohio. My inspiration for photography actually really came from my grandfather. He was like the family photographer and the patriarch of the family. Kind of kept everyone together, but also like captured these moments. And one of the things he instilled in me is that like if you love something, take a picture of it. That way you have it forever. And when he passed, he lost his battle with cancer, passed away. And I kind of like took it, as something I was like, I want to keep his legacy going forward. And I was like, okay. At the same time, I was also trying to figure out what I want to do with my life as well. And I was
around what age was this?
No, I was actually, it was like around 24, I believe, that he passed. But I'd already been doing photography a little bit here and there, like dabbling in it. But I was also working in like the corporate structure and everything like that. And I was just like, this doesn't feel right for me, but I need to find something else. And when he passed, it was a sign that, just do this, go all the way into this and keep learning, keep building on it. You're an amateur right now, but if you keep pushing into it, keep learning, educating yourself, you can actually grow it. And it's something he always loved to do too. So now every time I do it, I think of him as well.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, so you like the family photographer now? Like when they do all the Christmas stuff and the family reunions, they're like, get Sean.
Yeah, I'm everyone's photographer now. Everyone who knows me, that's
it's
which is great. I love it.
So the love of photography came through your grandfather. Mm-hmm. Now you all know, this show is definitely about, our people and how we show up and present ourselves. Mm-hmm. Do you find how do you like move around the world as a Black photographer? Like, do you feel like you have been presenting some challenges that maybe your counterparts haven't, or do you think that your style and different and showcasing yourself in this world, how has that been?
Yeah, I kind of see things through a unique lens, I believe, where, I kind of grew up going to like a mostly white school system, and my mom wanted me to be in like at one of the better schools. My school was like one of the top 5 in the country of public schools anyway. And I was one of like 6 Black kids that was there. But during that experience, I actually got to have an experience growing up with like, that kind of environment, as well as being Black in America as well, and dealing with the things that I'm dealing with growing up as a black man. And now through that lens, the way I see things is like I see a lot of like how things are presented in the way that the United States is typically presented on TV, and I kind of want to take those same ideas and insert some people that look like me, and people that I grew up, that are in my family that I grown up around and everything, and make it more diverse and open up those doors for other diverse people, So, and kind of, I feel like that kind of brings balance to the world. And that's kind of what I want to do and want to continue pushing for as I grow.
Okay. And what is your unique touch on your photography, if you had to put it in words? Like, why would I want to hire you, or why would I want you to be behind the camera and when I'm doing these things? Because I do know that like originality and authenticity, every creator has a little bit of that they want to show. Yeah.
To put it in like, short words, I'd just say like, growing up, my mom was an independent film producer, so I've always kind of grown up on set. I've grown up in L.A. I kind of know how things are supposed to be presented in like a professional way, and I have that knowledge that I want to give back to my people as well. And the way that I look at people is I really have a love for what I do. I have a love for connecting with people and putting those things together. I shoot people how they would probably see themselves. How you look in the mirror, how you look in the phone before you take a selfie. And, you take that, you're thinking you're going to take that perfect image of yourself. That's the image I always strive for. I want to shoot people how they see themselves. And I get to know that by getting to know them and looking at them with like, they're not just my customer. This is someone I actually like, I value and have interest in wanting to shoot. So
nice. Well, It's funny that you said that you like to shoot people in the way where they can see themselves. Did you find anything about yourself that your photography brought to you?
Yeah. I guess like I was always like I grew up as a shy person. I'm still kind of shy, in a sense, but I kind of always wanted to see myself in a certain light, and few people could actually capture that. So, my mindset was like, okay, if not many people can do this, then I need to be the person who does it, So that kind of taught me about something about myself, where I'm like, I'm the type of person who's like, if no one's doing it, then I'm going to hop in there and I'm the one who's going to take care of it and make sure it gets done.
Nice.
Yeah.
So at the end of all of this, if you had a dream, or we all have dreams, but like, where do you think your end game is, or if there is an end game, and what you want your career, how you see yourself in your work?
I think the end game is I want to climb that Hollywood ladder, so to speak, and kind of be up there. Not so much, I don't really care about the fame per se, but I do want to make a name for myself, make a legacy for myself and for my family as well. I just really want to see how far I can take it, how many people can see my art, because like I create art for it to be seen, and if I can get more people to see it and appreciate it. I like feeling that love and that, I like sharing things and having them be just as excited about it as I am, and I want to see how far I can push that. I actually want to become like a cinematographer in Hollywood, and, if I could be one of the top cinematographers in Hollywood, I think I've done my job.
Have you ever thought about like doing an art show?
Possibly, yeah. I'm actually, I keep hearing about that now. People keep pushing me to like take it just offline and bring things to like, art galleries and things like that. So that might be the next step.
Bringing it to the people, I always feel like that guerrilla style has always, the internet is the internet, right? It's given us a lot of access to the world. But when I think that, like, the reason why people like people, or the reason why people enjoy a certain thing is because usually, there's a personal touch to it, right? Like, one of the reasons why you wanted to get into photography because your grandfather was doing it. It was a personal touch to you. So I asked about the art galleries because I personally enjoy art galleries, and more so, like, I like photography and sculptures. Like, those are the two that I'll usually seek out, because I feel like seeing what you see, because you only have your eyes, right? And so it's always unique as a creator myself to try to decipher, what were you thinking about when you took this shot? Like, what were you looking at? Like, is that what you really meant to shoot?
Exactly, yeah.
So I always think about that. But what has been some of your like inspirations? Like, do you have any photographers you have like kind of looked up to, or?
Yeah, there's so many, both men and women that I look up to. There's Layla Stefani, she's my homegirl out there. Beast Williams. There's a lot. Theo Hype, he actually really helped bring it out of me. After COVID happened, he was, kind of like a driving force for kind of like, showing me how to get this money on my own and really build and kind of paving the way, because he showed me how he went about it, going from just being like a freelancer to working with, Sony Pictures and stuff like that. So I've had my fair share of people that I've met and looked up to and had mentored me and things like that. And I hope to mentor someone else as well.
Nice. I mean, again, like we're all community, right? Has your community expanded, you think, within your creativity? Because you said you came from a corporate background.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your community is like now versus it was then?
It's a lot broader now. Yeah, it's the reach is great. Like I have people who I meet at parties and stuff sometimes are like, when they find out who I am, because they don't usually see my face, but if they find out who I am, they're like, oh my God, yeah, I've seen your work. Yeah, like I've shared it with people. I've talked to people about it, and now to actually meet you is great. And it's like, damn, like is this what fame feels like? Like
oh, you famous.
So it's nice,
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I mean, you gotta be proud of what you do, and it's one of those things where you have a product, right, or you shoot a picture, and you do it because you love it, or not even sometimes that you love it. Let's just get rid of the love that you have for it. The fact that when you have to do a job, and the amount of joy and what emotion that it evokes from people is the most intriguing thing sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I did that. And most of the time it's like, I do it because I do it.
Yeah.
But like, isn't it crazy that like sometimes our intention conveys something else than what we actually intended to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, do you have any art, like any paintings? I mean, not paintings. Paint. Photographer. Blah blah blah. Do you have any photos that like maybe it's your favorite one that you've taken, and why?
That's really hard. I usually don't hold on to that feeling for too long. It's usually like I take it, I relish in the moment, I love that photo, but then it's always about what's next, Mm-hmm. So like,
but if you had to choose
one,
well, that's like your favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I could say the most sentimental or the most like powerful one you felt was powerful.
So I have a lot of powerful work. Shot with a lot of different people and everything. I gotta say though, like the biggest thing that I want to shout out is like when I shoot with my girlfriend Rosemary Lewis, who's also a fashion model. Like I love shooting with her because her photo is just like we always get talked about. They're always shared. They're always great. They always come out great, and there's a true passion behind it. So each one of those I can definitely be proud of every single time. Other ones outside of that, I've done some that were like black oriented and like historical, and I'm trying to think of what I can say. My girl Armani, she's got some good work on my page.
She got some fire
for sure. Yeah, definitely check out some of her photos. Yeah, man, just go to my page. I can't call it just one. They're all beautiful to me.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Definitely.
So we're gonna get into some game. We're gonna get into a game. You like games?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna play Black Card Revoked.
Okay.
And this is the original flavor X. So this one's supposed to be better, bolder, and blacker. Okay. And basically, he's going to answer some questions. We're going to see if you know the answer. And some of these, I looked through these cards, and some of them are very like historical. So I'm not going to judge you on those. But there's some that we all should know. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. It's going to be a multiple choice. Mm-hmm. In which classic film does a woman yell, "Get your shit and get out," before burning her ex's car? A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. A. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. B. Waiting to Exhale. C. What's Love Got to Do with It? D.
Ooh, it's gonna be number one. A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
No,
Or-
she blew up his car.
Oh,
But
okay.
waiting to exhale.
Gosh, okay. All right. Yeah, got me.
All right. Which classic movie might have you heard, you ain't got a forehead, you got a 5 head? A, Friday. B, All About the Benjamins. C, I Got the Hookup. D, White Men Can't Jump.
Is it B?
Yep.
Yep, got you. Yep, got you.
My God, he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which classic movie might you heard, some of us got to use what we got to get what we want? A, Roots. B, The Players Club. C, Paid in Full. D, Soul Plane.
B, the Players Club.
Okay, you good, you good, you good.
Yep.
You keeping it, you keeping it.
Mhm.
All right, all right. All right, which state can we trace most of our families to because of the majority of slaves landed there first? A, North Carolina. B, Georgia. C, Virginia. D, South Carolina.
Ooh, I'll say D, South Carolina.
Oh, you good. You good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
You
smart,
keeping
I'm
your
smart.
card. You keeping your card. All right. Which legendary artist had boiling hot grits thrown on him by a former girlfriend?
Ooh, okay.
A, Peter Guns. B, Future. C, Al Green. D, Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, okay. I think it's either Al Green or Marvin Gaye, but I'm just...
Which one?
This is tough. Dang, I don't really pay attention to that story, but I'm trying to think. Was it Al Green?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
There we
This
go.
is the last one.
Mhm.
And for me, this is a classic. So I will judge you.
Okay.
Who famously sang Nights Like This, I Wish Raindrops Would Fall in a Parking Lot?
Okay.
A, Eddie Kane. B, Choir Boy. C, Eddie King Jr. D, Dresser.
Okay. I'm going to go with C, Eddie King Jr.
Oh,
Is
ding,
that
ding,
it?
ding, ding.
All right,
ding.
there we go.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops
Yes.
would fall. Well, good job.
Amazing.
Thanks.
There we go.
Guys, that was
Okay.
our rendition of Black Card Revolt Bolder. Wait, what is it? Let me go back. Black Card Revolt, original flavor X, better, bolder, blacker. Okay, Sean.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. I got a lot of information, a lot of insight of what you do. At the end of my shows, I definitely like to give some type of message, whether it's to your younger self, whether it's to an upcoming photographer, or, a young black male photographer that's like, getting into this field of work can be challenging. What kind of advice would you give to them?
Just keep learning, keep growing. Don't take things too personally. Just keep experiencing life and just letting it mold you as you grow. That's it.
Okay, and where can they find you?
All right, my social media is going to be Golden Charmer, no E's, just GOLDN_CARMR. Golden Charmer.
Okay, well, thanks again, Sean. Y'all, if y'all enjoyed this show and y'all had any more questions for Sean, or, you basically want to, maybe hire him for some work, that's what we're here about, building community,
Yes.
reaching out while we reach in. Please like, subscribe, share this post. Again, we'll have his information in our feeds and videos and things like that. But don't be afraid to reach out to either us or him. Other than that, that's it. That's all. Daz It Daz All is written by me, KC Carnage, and produced by myself and Rick Barrio Dill. Associate producer Bri Coorey, audio and video engineering and studio facilities provided by S.L.A.P Studios LA with distribution through our collective, S.L.A.P the Network. If you have any ideas for a show you want to hear or see, please email us at info@slapthepower.com. And as always, go to dazitdazall.com and sign up there to make sure you will never miss a thing. See you next show. In which classic film does a woman yell, "Get your shit and get out," before burning her ex's car? A.
Oh.
A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Uh-huh.
B. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. C. Waiting to Exhale. D. What's Love Got to Do with It?
I think it's a thin line between love and hate.
Say that again. I think he said diarrhea of a black woman.
Diary of a?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
the,
think you said diarrhea.
Okay.
accidentally.
Okay.
Just
okay.
specifically.